April is coming up, which means it's time to guess what games might be added to PlayStation Plus Extra. Sony's been leaning toward a mix of big-budget releases, indie hits, and multiplayer options. Based on that, here are 6 games that could be coming to the Extra tier next month. Alan Wake 2 launched in 2023, and it's one of the best survival horror games in years. Alan Wake 2 shifts from the first game's action-heavy style to something closer to Resident Evil with limited ammo, intense exploration, and psychological horror. You play as both Alan Wake and FBI agent Saga Anderson, switching between their stories as they deal with supernatural horrors. Since the first Alan Wake was on PlayStation Plus before, Alan Wake 2 could be a likely addition. House Flipper 2 is for people who like chill, repetitive tasks. House Flipper 2 is exactly what it sounds like. You buy broken-down houses, fix them up, and sell them for a profit. You can demolish walls, clean up messes, and decorate however you want. The first game got a decent audience on PlayStation, and with House Flipper 2 expanding on its mechanics, it wouldn't be a surprise to see it on PS Plus as an easy pick-up and play option. Warhammer 40,000 Darktide is a co-op shooter from the developers of Vermintide. Instead of fighting fantasy creatures, you and a squad take on hordes of mutant enemies in the Warhammer 40k universe. The gunplay is solid, the melee combat feels brutal, and there's a good mix of class-based abilities. Warhammer 40,000 Darktide had a rough launch, but updates have improved performance and balance. Since Sony likes adding multiplayer games to PlayStation Plus, Warhammer 40,000 Darktide would fit right in. Slime Rancher 2 is a colorful first-person farming game where you collect and raise weird little slimes. You explore an open world, vacuum up different slime species, and build a ranch to house them. Slime Rancher 2 has a relaxing loop with a mix of exploration and management. The first game was on PS Plus before, and since Slime Rancher 2 is out of early access, now would be a good time for Sony to bring it to the service. Sherlock Holmes. Chapter 1 is an open-world detective game where you play as a young Sherlock Holmes solving cases on a Mediterranean island. Instead of just following clues, you have to make connections and accuse suspects based on your own deductions. The game doesn't hold your hand, so it's possible to get things wrong. There's also some combat, though it's not the focus. With PlayStation Plus offering more narrative-driven games lately, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 would fit right in. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Remake is a remake of the 2013 indie hit that updates the visuals and gameplay while keeping the story the same. You control 2 brothers at the same time, one with each analog stick, to solve puzzles and get through an emotional adventure. The original was a well-reviewed game, and with Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons remake, Sony could use it to round out the month with something short but memorable. That's my prediction for April's PlayStation Plus Extra games, a mix of horror, co-op, farming, detective work, and story-driven adventure. What do you think? Let me know your picks in the comments. Thanks for watching.